Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex here on Friday morning putting this out for you guys. Sorry we were gone for a week. I was about to put this podcast out. Ryan came for E3 down. He's our community manager. He came from Texas here for E3 and was staying with us, and he recorded a podcast with us. But just as I was about to edit it last week, I got a really bad emergency toothache. I had to go to the dentist and have that sorted. I guess I have a fracture on my tooth, which is a bummer because it didn't even have a cavity in it. And then poor Wallace, the dumb boy, the dumb dog, the dumbest dog ever, he got pancreatitis because he ate something that he shouldn't have when he got in the trash. And so we've been taking care of him, and so we just decided to push the podcast. But there have been some serious news developments this week in Pokemon, including some stuff about Pokemon Go. So if you have any thoughts that you want to share on that, go ahead and send those emails. Include that information in your emails at thedexcast@gmail.com. That's THEDEXCAST@gmail.com. And we will follow. We will have all that news in next week's episode, and we'll read the emails from you guys next week. So thank you for listening. Thank you for putting up with my broken tooth and my sick dog. And yeah, enjoy the show. Bye. Ladies and welcome to the 141st ever episode of the Next Podcast. I'm Alex.
I'm PokeKellz.
And joining us live from Tejas, the lower
foreign country
of
the United States.
The United States of America, our community man himself, Ryan Thelonious Tatum.
That's not his middle.
That's not my middle name.
What is it?
It's...
You don't have to reveal it if you don't want to. You can tell us off the mic if you want.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to just like tell the entire audience of this podcast my middle name.
That's
Because
okay.
then
You don't
they'll
have to
know
do
his
that.
full name and they'll steal his identity.
I mean, if you just ask me on Twitter, I'll tell you, but...
I think it's Ryan Marie Tatum.
Ryan Marie
That's
Tatum.
actually...
It's a good guess.
That's a pretty name. I would rock that.
Hashtag what's Ryan's middle name? Let's try and figure it out.
I'll let you guys guess.
I don't want my guest to be Ryan Thelonious Tatum.
It's probably someone like Michael because that's like the most common middle name.
Ryan
He's not giving us any hints.
Tyler Tatum. Ryan Tony Tatum.
It's not probably not Tony Tatum.
So
Ryan Poe Tatum.
So this is a real story. This is a real story.
Okay.
My dad wanted my full name to be Ryan Tatum.
No way.
Really?
That's not a bit.
That's so funny.
My mom thought it was the stupidest
My
thing.
mom wanted it to be No Way Ryan Tatum, and so she won.
If I was a girl, he wanted my middle name to be So What.
Whoa.
That's so good.
That's so stupid.
I love that.
Now I want to
Is
know.
that why you adopted the handle No Way Ryan Tatum?
So the handle...
Maybe his middle name is No Way.
So the handle came from like, I wanted to have something that wasn't like the real Ryan, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I wanted to be like, no way, it's Ryan Tatum, but like shorten it a little bit. And then it just took on its own meaning. So
No way.
here we are.
Yeah.
Great. I love it.
And now he's a world famous community manager.
Not even remotely.
Probably somebody on another country that's far away here knows who you are.
I mean, I would say it's world famous.
It's world spanning.
You're right.
It's pretty good.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you're the most famous man in the world. Okay.
I'm honored.
All right. Let's not get more behind than we already are. This is supposed to be a podcast because last week we got the Pokemon Direct. We got a little bit more Pokemon news this week from E3. It was E3. Real quick, instead of doing a Pokemon week, let's do like a hot take on E3. Yeah? Sound
Great.
good?
That sounds good to me.
Do a quick
down.
hot take.
I wasn't there.
Kells, E3 hot take.
Oh, it was so crowded, I hear.
It was crowded, but I mean, of the stuff that happened.
What about the games?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, Mario Odyssey made me tears. Since I'm knee deep in Zelda Breath of the Wild right now, a little bit later than everybody, but like I'm equally enchanted as you all were.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for the Champions story. I like was watching that and I was like, I want this. Like I want to play that so bad. So there's that. I'm pretty excited about that pirate ship game. And
which
what
one?
else? The Skull and Bones? Is that what it's
The
called?
Ubisoft one or the rare one?
The
Ubisoft
The
one.
one where Griffin ate the banana or the one with the boat combat?
I actually did not see the rare one, so I have to go back and watch that. But the one that I saw was the boat one with Ubisoft. So, ooh, a
Hey,
loud
shout out to
motorcycle
that guy.
outside. I need to see the rare one. But yeah, I'm excited about the pirate ship game. I know you liked Black Flag a lot.
Black
Alex, so.
Flag is underrated. Let's
Absolutely.
just hashtag Black Flag is underrated. I'm not, and hashtag not the band.
And then I'm Shadow of the Colossus remaster,
Completely rebuilt from the ground
remake. I'm over the moon about that.
You just want to play it again.
That's gonna be so cool.
What do you think about Skyrim VR?
Oh, I don't need it.
But
I was upset when they announced it for PlayStation because I was like, well, now I kind of have an excuse to play it.
my question is it really going to be another copy of Skyrim that I need to buy, or like, is it something that because I have this Skyrim?
Yeah. If we have the Skyrim HD edition, like, are we gonna be able to just like do it?
Yeah.
That would be cool. But since I have like just finished another love affair with Skyrim, like I don't need to go back for a little bit.
Right, I feel you.
It comes every couple years.
I feel you.
Then it glitches so bad that I don't want to play anymore, and then I do it every few years.
Great.
So that's me.
But what about the more pressing news that there is a Pokemon game in development for the Switch?
Well, that's part of the news. We can't talk about that yet.
Okay, all right, yeah, okay.
Secret.
Okay, forget it.
And then Yoshi and Kirby. I hope that those are the titles of the games. Just Yoshi and just Kirby.
That would be really cool. I hope
that's
that those
classic.
games actually resemble what we saw. I hope they weren't just like BS things where they're like, well, yeah, I mean, we're going to make a Kirby game.
I saw some of the Yoshi gameplay, and it looks
neat.
Looks
Yeah.
really fun. Yeah. It reminded me a lot of Yoshi's Story.
It reminds me of Yoshi's Story and also the Game Boy or the 3DS, 3D, what was it called? Mario 3D Land? Kind of reminds me of that. I don't know why.
Sick.
Ryan, hot take, E3.
It was great. They showed off, at least the presentations were really great. I actually got to play Mario Odyssey today.
How was it?
It's I can't like put it into words. It was
really
it was
cool.
really something special.
It was really fun.
Oh, it looked so awesome.
One of the reps that was like watching me play, they were like, I like found a secret area, and they're like, oh, not a lot of people have found this, and I was like, cool, and I like got the thing that was in there, and they were like, but have you tried getting on top of this thing and checking behind it? I was like, what? So I did it, and there was another thing. So it's like the game is full of secrets.
That's great.
It's open world completely, right?
Absolutely.
What?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like a full like. Oh, you can see the mountains in the distance and touch the top of the pyramids.
Right, but it's like a freeform game, is basically.
Yeah, like.
So can you like go directly from T-Rex World to New York?
The only things that were playable was New York or
New Donk, excuse me,
or the desert. And
But you can walk from one to the other.
No,
Oh, okay,
you
so
get to
there's
choose.
that.
You get to choose which one. And then that's what you got
I think
to play.
you take
for
like
your
a
turn.
spaceship around, right?
It's like a weird hat ship.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Love it.
But I wouldn't let me use the hat to like possess the people.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that
so I
was
guess
that was a big ask.
yeah.
That's a really big feature. It's so weird.
Yeah.
What else did you play? You played Ubisoft.
I played Mario and Rabbids.
Also good, right?
Not a bit. The game is gonna be absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
It mechanically just plays like I think it's just gonna be a better XCOM.
Better XCOM. That don't quote him on that, but it's gonna be good. It looks really fun.
I was really happy during the press conference when they were announcing it, and they put the camera on the guy that made it, and he was like tears streaming down his face,
Oh,
so
so
happy.
good.
I was just like, I'm so happy for this guy.
Yeah.
And then plus Grant Kirkhope, composer of many beautiful rare games, did all the music for it, which is it's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to the Monster Hunter world sort of like live demo presentation, and that looks really awesome. A lot of things that were fixed were like little like QOL things, just like for the average player that like knows Monster Hunter really well is gonna be really happy. Like there's no loading between areas. Multiplayer's like drop in, drop out. There's no like
Sick.
you don't have to like start from a town. Like they can just like roll in. Like what else? You can like gather while you're running. Like
Oh, that's That's good.
There's like a tracking mechanic that leads you to the monster instead of you like just like running around trying to figure out where it is.
Like hope that he went
like
the direction you thought he went.
It's just a like they threw away a lot of the like old stuff that was like very necessary on a portable that's like less necessary on like a full-fledged online game.
That's great.
And that's really cool. So
yeah, I'm really excited for Monster Hunter World. I didn't mention that when I was talking about my E3 experience, but yeah, I'm really happy for that.
And then today I played the first intro story mission of Destiny 2 on PC. Actually, I used a mouse and a keyboard to play it, and it was very strange.
Oh,
because I was talking to the guy afterwards, the dev, and he was saying that like they really were worried about the gunplay translating to a PC because it's so like specialized for controller because they're like very conscious of that type of thing. And so they sort of like kind of like retooled all the what do you call it? The recoil on all the guns to sort of like work better with like a mouse. And the sensitivity was very high, and I'm like embarrassed to look back at the footage. I think we're gonna do Beard Bros on it, so you guys can go watch that eventually. But
really, Gerard's gonna play Destiny?
I know, no. I think I played it, and they gave us footage.
Oh,
and so I think we might do like a post wrap up.
I see.
Like things you've done in the past.
Yeah, you've seen it before.
I was gonna say we've tried to get him to play for so long, and he was always like, yeah. And then like, no.
He was pretty like, he was pretty into what was happening. He was like very into it because the graphics, dude, I was playing it on the PC with the NVIDIA chip and it is like.
Looking good.
It is like insane.
I've heard the
graphics card, the GTX 10 or whatever.
Is just crazy.
It looks insane and it's like so perfectly smooth and it just 4K, like 60 FPS, beautiful, like just, wow. I'm still probably going to play it on PS4, but
me too.
It was
right.
tight.
Yeah, that's where all of us will be.
Yeah.
That's where our home is.
But
and hey, the ultimate experience is on PS4.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
true.
You get additional stuff on PS4.
But also
they're like, we want you to play this on PS4.
Yeah, but also it was really freaking crowded and it was a much less enjoyable version of E3 as a physical convention than it usually is because like there was just too much. They didn't really think. I have no problem with people being there that are not part of the industry. I have no problem with that, like on any sort of like fundamental level. But I think it was just weird that they didn't like, you know, give any consideration to that fact.
So it was literally the same as always, but with like 15,000 more people.
Yeah. And it was like 15,000 more people who all they want to do
is play the games
right,
you were trying to play.
So like instead of it being like, you know, if it was 15,000 people and like some of them were going to meetings, some of them were going to this, it's only like a 30% increase or something like that. It's not that much, but because of like what they want to do while they were there, it made it hard for people who were trying to actually do work there, do their jobs. So it was kind of rough.
Yo, Gerard like had a meeting to play the new Dragon Ball game.
Yeah.
And they had to like pull somebody off of a station at the Xbox booth just so he could like play it for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Just because
there's too many people there.
Yeah, they didn't have anywhere else to put
janky. Yeah.
Yeah. But whatever, like it's still E3. It's still cool. The games this year have been amazing. Ni no Kuni 2 looks amazing too. I'm really
that Dragon Ball
comes out in like a couple months for PS4. Get ready, and they're not connected to each other, so
I can play it without having
It's like Final Fantasy
finished. Oh, good.
That Dragon Ball game.
I love Ni no Kuni. I only played a couple hours of it. I just like can't continue on. I don't know why, but like I want to play that series more.
Yeah.
That Dragon Ball game was one of the best things I played at the show.
It's so beautiful. It's so well animated.
And it's like very accessible for like people that like are thinking to get into fighting games and it's being designed with like esports in mind.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys want to go play at EVO?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
It looks like Marvel. It looks really fun. It looks like just
like a better Marvel.
Balls crazy. I'm really ready for it.
I also played Sonic Forces and that's like, I'm stoked to have a good Sonic game again.
Everybody said Sonic Forces is just like the same again as every other Sonic game.
It's Sonic Generations again. But better.
Great. I can't wait to play Sonic Mania, but I'm like,
that was great too.
It's hard. I'm hard pressed to like get ready for a 3D Sonic game where you like do the same stuff again with better graphics. I'm excited for the OC stuff. That's gonna be
hilarious.
Pure comedy. But I'm more tentative about Sonic Forces than I'm about Sonic Mania, and I think I speak for the majority, right? Like we all are pretty sure Sonic Mania is gonna be great, and Sonic Forces it's gonna be like another one of those games.
It's a big maybe.
Yeah, it's like. Well, it looks tight, but they all have looked tight. So it was.
Well, I played it. The demo was great.
Yeah, Sonic the Lost World. Remember that game for the Wii?
Yeah, it was a bummer.
It was a bummer because I played it at E3 and I was like, this was fun. This was great. I'm ready to play this. And like, the controls were like worse.
Yeah, it was so bad.
It was really weird. So I'm just Sonic Team. I love you, but you got to prove yourself. So I'm ready.
It's fair.
Yeah. Do you want to say it or do you want me to say it?
Can I do it?
Yeah.
All right. It's time for the news.
Welcome to the news, darlings.
What do you think?
Splendid.
How did it feel?
I wasn't happy with it.
You weren't happy with it?
Would you like another? Would you like a hot take?
No. It's too late. It's too late for another chance. But like, what do you think you could have done better?
I feel like I've been a little intimidated with yours lately.
Just
They've been a little on the scary end.
Yeah.
Goofy, weird. Yeah.
I would say terrifying.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Sure.
So I was like trying to like reel it in, but I should have just let go.
It's okay. Hopefully there'll be many more opportunities for you to mess this up in the future.
Great. All right. So right now, there's a solstice event happening in Pokemon Go. You are going to be seeing more fire and ice type Pokemon.
So when does that go from?
That starts.
It started on the 13th. It goes till
that's
the 20th.
right. Yeah, it's already started.
Yeah. It's going right now until the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if today is quote unquote Friday, that leaves people how many days?
If today is quote unquote Friday,
days.
you have 4 days left for this event.
So that's plenty of time. Losers, go play Pokemon Go.
Also,
no excuses.
You get bonus experience for Pokemon Ball throws, and the lucky eggs are cheaper in the Coin Star.
Does that mean like getting an excellent gets you more experience?
Yeah.
Tight.
And then after this event, Niantic has announced that it will be implementing new features, focusing on collaborative gameplay to help transition to this. Because to transition into this, gyms are currently disabled.
Ooh.
Well, not currently, but they will be very soon.
Or temporarily disabled.
They will be temporarily
yes.
disabled, which is exciting because that means it's probably like gym battling that they're implementing
Or trading.
So I'm so excited to finally get some like, local play with other Pokemon Go players.
You know what the dream is still is that they're just like, we got rid of that bad way of battling and now it's just the regular way.
I mean, I think it's their dream too.
Yeah. And imagine like TMs.
No, I don't think it's going to be the regular way of battling because like, I mean, when we went to that thing, they did say like they need it to be kind of like a mobile game that it's like easy to do, like easy to just like tap and do it. But I am glad that it's not, I'm hoping that it's not going to be exactly the same as it has been.
If the gyms were more like Fire Emblem or like
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Like if they were like the way you played them was like you grind them out kind of and like that's how you train. Does that make sense? And then like you take over the gym and then it's like your teams that make up the enemy teams that are in there instead of like it'll be similar, but it's just like quicker, like more thoughtful gameplay. I think could be a little bit valuable there because I feel like the disconnect is that like part of the fun of like playing with Pokemon is like that you're like, all right, now do this. Okay, now do this. Okay, now do this. Like I feel like that's like really what the trainer's thing is. And even like in Pokken where you're playing as the Pokemon, you're supposed to be like fused with them.
Yeah.
And if you like think about that as a metaphor, right? Like you're using your hands to like do the same thing that you would do in
as a trainer.
Yeah. But in Pokemon Go, like you use every move the same way.
Usually like
yeah, and so for me, it's like
spam tap it.
It's like a little bit less exciting. So hopefully they think of some way to just diversify it and like lock it up because it always feels like it's broken.
Yeah.
It never.
Yeah. It always feels like it's like maybe not working totally right.
Yeah. So I hope that they clean that up a little bit, and I'm really excited for whatever the social stuff is.
Yeah.
So speaking of social stuff, the first official real world Pokemon Go event is actually happening.
Oh yes, I heard something about this. What's the deets?
It is called Pokemon Go Fest. It's in Chicago. It will take place July 22nd at Grant Park.
Ooh.
Tickets go on sale this Monday, June 19th.
The only thing that I'm sad about is that it's so close to when it is.
Yeah. A little bit of a bigger head's notice.
Like I wish that I knew about it earlier so that I could have like.
I mean, we're gonna be out of the country on that day.
It's true, but I mean, if I don't know, like if I'd known like a couple months in advance, if I wasn't me, for example, like imagine I'm just like somebody with a normal 9-to-5 job.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get work off like
1 month in advance.
A month in advance,
especially if you got to fly somewhere. That's like, I don't know. That sucks. But other than that, I'm like so excited, and I'm kind of like the birds.
But like it's like the first of many allegedly, and there are a couple of other events coming down the pipes as well.
Yeah, in Europe, from June to September at Unibail Rodamco shopping centers, there will be more, but they have not been scheduled or finalized just yet. So there are some of those coming down the pipeline, and then August will bring an event to Yokohama called Pikachu Outbreak, which promises to be a unique Pokemon experience.
For Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which is because they've had Pikachu Outbreak before, and that was just like, that's where we got all those blow up Pikachus that dance all in unison. Like, that's exciting. But if this is like a unique Pokemon Go experience, I wonder if it's like Pikachus are everywhere. Like, I feel like that one might be a really fun one to go to if you're able to go.
It'd be cool
to
if they hit a bunch of Pikachus in real life as well, in like a big area of the town.
Oh, I would love that.
And there's like a bunch of like Pikachu people in Pikachu costumes, like.
So it's like an Easter egg hunt, but instead of eggs, it's just Pikachu.
Pikachu plushies and stuff.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah, copies of Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Yeah, I mean that's a little much, but
No. Like 50 copies of Pokemon Sun and Moon costing Pokemon.
that's a lot.
Costing
That's a lot of money.
Copies.
It's not costing the Pokemon company anything.
All right.
Anyway, like before we don't know any information, so let's.
I have no idea. This
Let's
is
not
all-
start the hype train and have everyone.
Everybody grab their grain of salt. Take it. Good. Tight. What's next?
Next is Magikarp Jump released an update that added more content to the game, including a new league and new Magikarp pattern.
I saw you had a crazy pattern recently.
Yeah, like I haven't beat the Heal League yet, but I have the gray and the purple patterns, so I'm excited about those. I'm literally playing it right now because it's so mindless that it doesn't cause me to be distracted.
Tight.
But no, I'm excited about the Magikarp Magikarp Jump update because it added like quite a bit to the already existing game, and it makes me think that with these mobile games, especially with Pokemon now coming to the Switch sometime in the future, with these mobile games, like in order to encourage people to play them for a while, like they'll like just every once in a while they'll release like another bit of it, like another chunk. It's like DLC, but you didn't have to pay for it. They just like to put it out, which I kind of like.
Also, the shiny gold pattern is listed as pattern number 99, and currently there's only 25 patterns in the game.
Yipes.
So there's room for a lot more
Yep.
stuff. So that's
Potentially.
cool. I like that. Maybe it's just a placeholder, shiny gold being 99, but maybe it means that there's eventually going to be 100 patterns, which would be awesome.
Right.
That would be insane. That would be so many patterns. How much?
Right?
Like that would, I don't know. As long as they roll them out like pretty regularly, that would give like some like fun, exciting mileage to the
Like
game.
once a month.
Yeah, or no, a little more than that. Like maybe like 2 or 3 a month. Like let it go for don't go crazy with the lifespan of the game. Like let it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that people need to be engaged with these mobile games like they're like social events. Like I feel like some people will play them forever, but like
That's kind of how I feel about Pokemon Duel. I haven't been on it for a little while, but like the cup events, especially because like all the games are online. Would you
ever play the real game?
Like a real chess game?
They have it.
They have it?
Pokemon Duel is the same as the Pokemon collectible figure game.
I want it. Yeah, I would love to play that.
Davis buys those and sometimes
Does he really?
Yeah.
I gotta talk to him about that.
Yeah, they're really cool.
So moving on from
yeah.
the mobile games, last week Koro leaked a possible new form of Marshadow.
Hey.
It's not really
Pokemon
clear.
we don't even have yet. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's not clear if it's a new form or if what it looks like whenever he uses his Z move or just attacks in general.
He's got like a little bit more green to him, right?
Yeah. His head parts turn green.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a dark foresty green.
Cool.
Kind of looks like a hood.
The fire gets a little bit more hyphy.
He evolves into Decidueye.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
But also a distribution of Marshadow was confirmed in conjunction with the Pokemon I Choose You movie in Japan.
So that means there's so many distributions in conjunction with that movie. There's the
Yeah.
Ho-Oh one, there's all the Pikachus, and now there's Marshadow too.
Hopefully we get one.
That would be great.
Well, of course we're getting Marshadow
But-
sometime. They never like don't give a Pokemon to an entire region.
No, I'm just saying. Hopefully we get one.
This Marshadow that's being distributed at the movie is level 50. It has the moves Spectral Thief, Close Combat, Force Palm, and Shadow Ball, and it comes with the Marshadium Z.
Spectral
I bet Spectral
Thief.
Thief is the move that activates the
Probably.
Z move.
That's a cool sounding move. I
It
think
is.
it's just like that move where you steal their item. What is that move called? Thief? Yeah.
I think it's just Thief, yeah.
Just
You
Thief.
think it's Thief, but it's like...
There's also Snatch.
You think it's like Thief, but it's like knockoff? Like it like doubles in power? And
Yeah.
that'd be
That sounds
gnarly.
about right.
That'd be gnarly.
It's probably Ghost type.
Hopefully. Spectral Thief? Like, come on.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm there.
And the biggest piece of news, the smallest sentence started the big commotion during Nintendo's big E3 conference, where it was revealed that a Pokemon core title is in development for the Nintendo Switch. It is not coming out for over a year, but they finally gave us confirmation. So I think this was done post the Pokemon announcement. Like they threw this in there kind of last minute to be like...
This is so weird because people all day have been like, dude, how are you taking the news? And I'm like, what news? They're like, that there's going to be a new Pokemon game on the Switch. And I'm just like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was just a complete response for people being like, what more 3DS
So, like,
games?
Up
Yeah.
until this point, it was heavily rumored and speculated, but not 100% confirmed. There was that interview where he said they were developing Pokemon titles for the Switch, but it did not say core titles.
Right.
And then, of course, there was that thing where it said like Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon on the Switch TBA, which turned out to be a quote quote clerical error, but was not totally wrong. And so we were all like, it was pretty much basically confirmed, but now it is 100% confirmed that yes, there is a core title being developed for Sun and Moon. So,
But it felt just like
neener,
Ishihara. It
neener.
just felt like Ishihara's like, hey, what's up? Just so you remember, Sun and Moon came out like
A year
9
ago.
months ago. Not even a year
Yeah,
ago.
not even a year ago.
So it's really it's like unreasonable to expect that we're going to have a game ready for you anytime soon. So just know that we're working on it because effing of course we are. You know, like we are doing that because the Switch is the next system. Yes, there's going to be a Pokemon game on it. But like to me, that's like not even an announcement practically, right? Like I didn't, my heart wasn't like, ooh.
I think he was just like, hey guys.
Like,
Yeah.
yes, the things that you all think is true. And like, that's really all we needed.
Yeah.
And you know what? Everybody that was getting so uptight about, so disappointed about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon not being on the Switch and all this jazz, like, just trust your developers sometimes, you know, guys? Like, yes, we all have great ideas for games and we all have great ideas for things. But you know what? The reason that they're on the Pokemon team and developing Pokemon is because they're good developers.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. You don't have to like be worried about it. And so if the thing that you want is not announced immediately, just wait maybe 2 days and maybe they'll announce it in E3.
Also, Matt Pat won the Pokemon tournament.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think he won it.
He won it.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
No.
He won the whole thing.
Because Nairo was in the grand finals.
Yeah.
The guy that's like a professional Smash player and knows how to play fighting games.
Does he know how to play Pokken?
I think so. I do not think I'm looking this up. I refuse to believe that Matt Pat won the whole
Get into
thing.
it. Get into it. Get into it. I want to see.
I'm
Is
gonna
this the
find
last
out.
bit of news? This is,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
that was the last bit of news.
No,
That was
but-
the
but-
big finale.
Okay, but now we got a new finale because I want to find out whether or not Matt Pat won this. Because I'm pretty sure he did.
No, it was Alistair Singh.
What?
Oh, you found it before I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew there was no way. I refused to believe.
Pokken tournament. Oh man, okay. Jay Wong was in there.
Wait a minute. They were two oh, it was their team. They were 2-person teams and it was Matt Pat and
Yes.
Alistair Singh.
Bam.
I see that now.
That
won?
that they both won.
Carried.
It's like dancing
Absolutely
with
carried
it's like
through.
Dancing with the Stars.
However, Matt Pat got to play against other gaming e-celebs while his teammate Alistair Singh faced off against the fighting game pros. So Alistair
So there were like two leagues.
So it was like, you know, YouTube personalities versus like pro gamers, and they fought separately, but they both won.
So Matt Pat's the
think
best
we
at
all
Pokken
won.
between the YouTube community.
Yeah,
is
there you
what we
go.
can
Well,
say.
I don't know,
of
he's
the people
never fought
of
me.
the people that are on the stage because he's gonna fight my Suicune
Hey,
and get
Nintendo,
bodied.
where were those invites to that tournament?
Yeah, what's
Just
up?
saying. Just saying.
I'm a brand ambassador.
we predict all your games.
What's up? I designed all the Pokemon games. I'm a Nintendo brand ambassador.
What's up? We give you all the ideas for Pokemon Go.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hashtag you're welcome. Hashtag thanks Dexcast. Hashtag you're welcome. Bam.
There it is.
Done.
All right, now I made a promise that we're gonna go right into the FANSWERS here, and because it's E3, we have kind of a weird schedule, so I'm gonna blow through these. We're gonna get through a bunch of FANSWERS this week, because I promised, because we didn't have any last week because of the direct. So let's get right to it.
It's my favorite part.
This one is, you know what? I got to do this. It's time for the FANSWERS segment.
FANSWERS, da 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 da. FANSWERS, da 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 da.
Great.
I can just hear Michael in my mind.
Yeah, that's exactly
singing the
what
song.
that's exactly what I do. Is I just listen to him in my brain, and then I don't have to edit the audio file. I just drop the.
Sometimes
sound
I
effects
call him
right in.
up. Sometimes I call him up, and I'm like, Michael, sing the song. And he does.
Why do you do that?
There was one.
That's never happened.
There was one conversation I had whenever I first met Michael. I was like, Michael, can you do the FANSWERS thing? And he had no idea what I was talking about.
He still
could
probably
not even remember.
he probably still does not know.
No, he knows that we use it, but like I don't think he understands how widely heard.
Everyone
has
knows
been.
it. For his birthday, you know what? When is his birthday?
It's in July, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, so here's what I need everybody to do. Dexcast homework. Just tweet at Belated Media. At Belated Media. Right? That's his
Yep,
Twitter.
That's it.
And just do just send yourself singing the FANSWERS jingle. Just send it to him.
For his birthday.
Just hashtag thanks Dexcast. Just don't even talk about his birthday.
All right.
Or say happy early birthday or whatever. When you hear this, just go do it. Because I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget and have it not happen. So please just go spam him. I want him to see how crazy it is. It has to be more of you than normal who would do something like this. Like if you're one of those people who like listens to this all the time and you don't ever like interact with it in any way, which is totally fine. This is the time that you should mobilize yourself just to like film a quick video of yourself going FANSWERS da 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 da. FANSWERS da 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 da. That's as long as it takes. And just send it to him. That'd be really cool.
There it
Perfect.
is.
Anyway, this email comes from Ashley, and it's called The Most Important Email Ever. Hi, Dexcast. Hashtag I'd wear your face. Hope you haven't forgotten about that. And of course, we haven't. My merch idea where I'll make like a Halloween Michael Myers style
You're not actually doing it.
mask of my own face. I mean, I might. I got a lot of response on Twitter.
Dude, even the Discord like blew up and they were like, man, I would love to wear Alex's face.
I don't want that to be a thing.
I don't either. It makes
don't
me
want it.
uncomfortable.
As someone who enjoys your company enough to have lived with you for 2 years, I don't want to see other versions of your face that are scarier and not you.
I'm gonna look into it. I gotta see how. Okay, follow up to hashtag I'd wear your face. Hashtag how much for the face, and then I want you to tell me the most you'd actually pay for like a pretty fine quality rubber mask of my face, like Mike Myers style from Halloween. I just want to know. Because if it's a lot, if it's a lot of people who want to do it, I'll make them. I'll make it.
I wouldn't pay more than $25.
That's pretty good.
That's too much.
That's great. Okay, nice to know. All right, thank you, Ashley. That's a great email. That was one of the best emails I've ever read in my life. Thank you so much.
Debatable.
Okay, this next one is from Joseph, and it goes like this. The subject line is, I'd wear your face. Alex, I'd totally wear your face. I'd probably buy 3. I can just imagine a stand-up act where you wear your own face. Parentheses, it would be hilarious. In parentheses again, sorry, Jimmy, but the idea is just too good. I'm going to say that in this case, he meant Ryan when he said Jimmy. I can just imagine it now. It's so great. Plus, then if Alex ever gets sick, you could wear the mask and fill in on that week's episode. Anyway, that's all. Well, actually, hey, Kells, how has your Poke Week been? I guess I should probably just rewind to see, huh?
Hey, we didn't even do Poke Week this time, so I can actually
It's
answer.
because we did E3 week.
Yeah, I know. So I'm excited.
Better question. My brother and I are currently making a game similar to Paper Mario. Is it all right to put characters inspired by all 3 of you in it? If not, that's cool. Ahaha. Anyway, later, man. Hashtag Scooplery. Hashtag Mega Alakazam.
First of all, my Poke Week was great. Actually, I didn't do too much Pokemon-related things. However, I was thinking a lot about Pokemon because of all of the news that happened. I'm okay with being in a game.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm down with being in the game.
Like if you contact me and give me like enough notice, I might even like offer a voice if your game needs a voice to do it.
Can I make a personal request to please also let me be in this video game?
Coach. I'm ready to play.
Put me in.
Today, look at me. I will buy
Also, I love Paper Mario.
a $25 mask of your face.
But really, the stand-up bit. Okay, I want y'all to know that like Alex does this like very, very dumb pretend stand-up bit where he doesn't say anything and it's all mime. But it would be even funnier if it was Alex doing it in an Alex mask, and at the very end, he took it off to reveal that it is just him. And then he like does a little bit where he's like, "Oh, it was me." Very, very dumb.
I am going to look into this for reals.
Oh no.
I can't believe this.
Okay, just make one. Please just make one.
All right. All right.
Okay, or like, you know, if somebody, I don't know.
Just make
It just is such a bad idea for official merch, and I do not want a mask of my face. So
Okay.
if we're gonna do this, it's only going to be you.
This is your official like legal
I think
statement.
Wallace can have one. We can still do a mask of Wallace's face. I think that one would be
I would
fun.
I think a
Ironically, buy a
plush.
Wallace
I think a
mask.
plush of Wallace is where we need to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want a plush of
Her eyes just like lit up and stared at that dog in love.
Pup Boy Wallace plush. Plush.
Probably quieter.
Yeah, very quiet. Guaranteed not to bark as much as the real Wallace. He's like getting offended that I'm roasting him. Do you want to go briefly into your Poke Week, or do you want to just?
Oh, I already did.
Okay, cool.
Were you listening?
I didn't know if you had more. Okay.
There really is no more.
Cool. Cool. Thank you for that email. This next one's from Caleb. It's called "I'd Wear Your Face." Hey,
I don't like this
I'd wear
theme.
your face. Hashtag I'd wear your face. Hashtag sorry for the long email.
I feel like you're curating these
Yeah,
in a
I'm
biased way.
Just a little bit.
Aren't there any other emails?
There are some others. There are some others. All right. Here we go. This one is from Mike. It's called Pokemon Contest Games. Hello, AKJG, Alex, Kelly, Jimmy, and guest. Mike here, longtime follower of the Dex on YouTube, just now getting into the other stuff. I was listening to an episode of the Dexcast recently, and one of the questions was about contests in Pokemon Gen 4 remakes as an alternate to gym battles. This led me to thinking that maybe Pokemon could make a spin-off title for competitions like contests for each gen. Do you think there's a viable market for this, either on Android, iOS, or 3DS Switch? How would you like to see it done, such as in each current gen, or a new region like Ore was? Thanks for your time. Hashtags contests are how I got my sister into Pokemon. Hashtag sorry for the long hashtag. Hashtag obligatory long email apology hashtag. Hashtag actually not that long. Hashtag I'd wear your face.
Can I start off on this one?
Yeah.
My thoughts on this is I think that if it was going to be like a direct not rip-off, like a direct copy of their current contest system, that it might be really cool for mobile games, for mobile. If they were to like revamp contests, maybe you could put it on like 3DS or the Switch. But if it was just like contests the way they are now, like, you know, you have your like moves and it's the way that it has always been.
Sure.
That might be a really fun. That might be a really fun mobile idea. But the only thing is that I got the impression that contests were much less popular of a thing. I mean, I know a lot of people really like them, but I think that they're much less popular of a thing in the games than they appear to be based on how much Pokemon like did with them. Because you know, they still do like the contests in the anime and stuff. Like most of Ash's like female companion friends do contests instead of doing much more battling. Even though, you know what, he deserves like a really good battling friend, one that's better than him.
Yeah, he does. I agree.
One that's better than him?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Strive, Ash.
Yeah, strive, Ash.
Hashtag strive,
I
Ash.
think real talk. Hashtag strive, Ash.
It would be nice. It would be nice for him to not be the good battler and like have to like come to terms with that and like learn.
I think real talk, the way to go on mobile especially is to just do it like a anime-based contest game.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm down for
Like
that.
it would like kind of refresh it. You could have like Jesse and James in there because Jesse's like into the contest.
Yeah.
You have Serena in there.
She's
'cause
great. She almost won.
She's in there, and I think it could be like a more arcadey experience, a little bit more like collectible. Like you get Pokemon to put into your beauty contest, something like that. Maybe like it's like Hearthstone-y where it's like live battles. You know, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be fun.
Any extra thoughts you want to add to that?
Kelly said everything that I was in my brain. So
Perfect. Great.
You know what? I would love to talk about Jessie and why is she still, no, I understand why she's still in Team Rocket. She'll never leave. She and James are best friends. I could talk forever about Team Rocket because I think they're wonderful. But I'm so proud of how well she did in the contest circuit, and I'm really glad that like I'm really glad that like the writers of X, Y, and Z decided not to make her suck at everything because Team Rocket, you know, they're hapless. They always fail. They always fail.
Right.
But Jessie almost won the contest circuit. I mean, it wasn't. She was like in the finals, and like she did really well, and the audience really liked her, and like it was just cool to see her succeed.
Just
and
to
I
be
just
good.
like that's what I just wanted to say. But I was really proud of her. She did a really good job.
So side note, not totally related, but while I'm here in LA, Kelly showed me a few episodes of the Sun and Moon anime.
You're sold?
I'm absolutely sold on it, but man, I can't look at Mimikyu the same way ever again.
Mimikyu is made so much better by the show. It's so scary.
Would completely disagree.
You're just like, you want it to be a cute thing.
I wanted it to be a super cute thing, and now I'm like, really.
It is a cute thing. Like if you really were into Nightmare Before Christmas, like
Kelly like has this Mimikyu plush, and I saw it, and I like froze. I thought I was gonna die.
I froze. I was shook.
But in watching that, I realized that they edit the US one for content, and I was really sad because
the
Ash
vomit
did
joke.
not
Yeah, that's right,
barf
that's right.
glitter, and I was like,
talked
oh my
about
gosh,
that.
Ryan, I'm so excited for you to see this scene. And then like he didn't barf the pink glitter, and I was like, what?
Yeah, we talked about that on the podcast, I think. Like back when you first saw that episode.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's hilarious.
Thank you for that
I
email.
can't believe they moved it away.
Yeah, this next one's from Shaunatronic. It's called Colres's Part in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, question mark. Let's do like one or two more. Sounds good, right?
Sounds good to me.
Hello, DexCast crew.
Hello.
With all the hype about the announced Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon games coming in November, I just wanted to tell you a few of my observations/connections. We had a first look at what Kelz deemed as Lunala and Solgaleo's radiant forms, and was postulated that Necrozma will combine the Alolan legendaries. The only time we witnessed a combining of legendaries was in Black-White with Colress. Since Colress is now in the Alola region, focusing on bringing out the potential of Pokemon, will he try to repeat the past and bring out the true power of the Alolan legendaries? Or is this the theory of the Ultra Sun Moon story too repetitive of Gen 5 and instead focus more on Ultra Space? I would love to know what you all think. Sincerely, Shaunatronic. Hashtag Ultra Sun and Moon hype. Hashtag love the designs of the new legendary forms. Hashtag sticking with Moon. Hashtag new Alolan Mon. Hashtag new Alolan forms. Hashtag so many questions. Hashtags those Dex shirts though. Heart emoji, like the ASCII version. Hashtag say hi to Pupboy Wallace for me. Hashtag thanks for the shiny luck. Hashtag found so many shinies while listening to the DexCast. Hashtag not a long email.
That's my Kelz mode luck bleeding through. Hashtag Kelz mode.
Hashtag Kelz mode.
So can I lead this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. So Ultra Sun and Moon. I don't think Colress is gonna be like a big deal. I think that was just like a funsies thing for Sun and Moon. But Ultra's in the title, so I think Ultra Space is gonna be a bigger deal. I think we're gonna learn a lot more about Necrozma and what a cool guy he is.
It's got to be like central to the plot at this point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you think he's a cool guy or a not cool guy? He seems like a not cool guy.
He seems like he's gonna be the coolest guy.
I think he's gonna be like Knuckles, where it's like he's like the guardian of something, and he's like not actually bad, but he like is no nonsense.
That's the vibe I'm getting. I think him, like my headcanon is that like
He does have death in his name though.
Necrozma and Zygarde are like rivals.
Brothers, Loki and
Oh,
Thor.
that was
Probably not brothers.
that came out of left field. But I think we're gonna get new Ultra Beasts.
I'm feeling a couple
Yeah,
Ultra
yeah.
Beasts. I'm feeling a couple Alolan forms maybe.
I'm absolutely like some Gen 2
Yeah,
Alolas.
I'm feeling some Z moves.
It's interesting that you
Totally.
say you don't think Colress is going to be in it because I feel like maybe
The only thing,
it seemed like foreshadowing. Like
the only thing is like Grimsley's in it too, and like a bunch of other.
maybe they'll all play a more.
Maybe they'll all be
active
gym
role in it.
leaders.
Yeah, maybe they'll be gym leaders.
How many of those people are there in the game?
Hard to say off the top of your brain.
See, could be 8.
Could be.
Could be 8. Just saying. Just saying.
But I don't know. I think that it would be weird that Colress had such a tiny cameo for nothing. Like, and plus, like the fact that he looks so much like the Ether Foundation. What if he's cousins?
Is
or what
he
if
in the
he's
battle
like,
tree?
Yes, he is in the battle.
Well, then that's why he's in the game.
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
yeah, but I would agree with I would agree with the
Hope
email
shattered.
that that would be like too much of a recreation of Gen 5.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that's like really weird. Like if they're like trying to keep us guessing with these games, like they always say.
Right.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it. Anyway, thank you for that email. Anything else we want to say about that?
Let's like throw in our.
I just wanted to let you know that Wallace said hi back to you. Just
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know
That's
if you
what
just
the
heard
booth
him.
was.
He was like, by the way, hi back.
Yeah, I just waited for his moment.
Let's like throw in a single Gen 2 Alola form. We want an Ultra Sun and Moon just for funsies. Just for
Alolan
funsies.
Lantern.
Alolan Ursaring.
Oh god, you guys answered really fast. I wasn't ready. I want Alolan, like Umbreon or Espeon.
Yo, I'm there. I want that. I want a Alolan evolution. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that email. We got one more. It's called My Wife's Hopes. It's from Kenneth.
All right.
Kelz, Alex, and Schrodinger's Jimmy / Hilda / guest. You're in there. That's including you.
Hey.
Yeah. So I asked my wife what she was expecting for the Direct. She said she wanted Gen 4 remakes so she could go mining again. I love my wife, but she has, well, had a problem. She put 367 hours into Diamond, only getting 5 badges. I asked her what else she was hoping for, and she said, "Hey, you Pikachu for the Switch. Hashtag what is love. Hashtag real wife problems. Hashtag always wanted Pokken. Hashtag didn't get a Wii U. Hashtag it's my time. Hashtag Decidueye guy. Hashtag don't tell my wife. Hashtag for alligator girl. Hashtag no shared egg group. Hashtag what does it mean? Hashtag later man."
A lot of these sounds like the title of Carly Rae Jepsen song.
Yeah. Hashtag for alligator girl.
Wait a minute. I need you to like go back through. Sometimes this hashtags make me laugh and distract me, and I forget what.
This is
I would completely agree.
This is
with
about
that.
the mining in Gen 4 and how his wife was very obsessed with it.
You know what? That's reasonable because the mining was great, and I think that it's actually hilarious that you spent all that much in the all that time in the underground and only didn't even finish the game. That is great.
Sometimes you just love a minigame. Sometimes you just love a minigame.
Sometimes you just got to get the best Pokemon from the underground.
Let me tell you about Pyoro from WarioWare. Do you remember that? Do you know what that is? Either of you guys?
No.
It's like a mini game with this little duck who like spits his seed or his tongue at like an angle, and you have to like pull seeds out of the sky that are falling. It's like a first party Nintendo developed like little mini game that was like unlockable in WarioWare, and it's been on like a lot of different systems, and eventually it came to the what's the Game & Wario game. It's in that, and it's also in you could just buy it as its own game on 3DS or DSi or something like that. I played that, no joke, for like 50 or 60 hours.
I do not believe you.
Dude, it's so good. I played it for like a summer every day. Like that was the only gaming I was doing because I was reading so many books. And it was so simple that I didn't have to like engage with it the way that I would with a book. So I could like stay focused on books, plots, and like just take a break and like play a game for like 2 or 3 hours. I played it a lot. There's 2 versions, Bird and Bean, Pyoro. There's like a bunch of different versions, but like sometimes he spits and you can't see it. Sometimes he has his tongue, and it's so simple and it's so small. And so I totally get where your wife's coming from on this mining thing. And I love the mining. It's so satisfying to break the little blocks.
Yeah, it's super fun. I loved getting the fossils, and I loved getting all the items, and then like playing tag in the underground too. Like it's just fun. The underground was like a great mini game.
Yeah.
So yes,
Absolutely.
Mad sick.
validation. You
All
have
right.
it.
That was our E3 cast. That was some fanswers for you. Hopefully you guys had a good time. I had a good time. We're chilling. We're grilling. We're having a tight time. Hashtag tight time. What was the thing that you said earlier? Hashtag something Ash.
I don't even
Strive Ash.
Strive Ash.
Hashtag Strive Ash. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you to Ryan for coming out.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Please don't forget to join the Dex Discord.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's popping off right now.
It's popping off. We're partnered. Big things are coming up. We added some rules. We're changing some things around.
Yeah. Super cool. Can we talk about the thing that we're doing?
I don't want to like
Spill everything.
I don't want to spill everything, but we're going to do some stuff for people who like to breed. And we're going to do some stuff for people who like to battle. And maybe even some other things.
Really cool thing.
Yes, real cool things.
So please follow the Dex Twitter to get updates on all that stuff.
Which is
That's at the National Dex.
Yeah. At the National Dex, we have been popping off for E3 week, so lots of good pics.
Lots of pictures of like very happy Ryan Tatum finally getting to play a video game.
Oh, it's so long.
It was not a great E3 for playing a lot of video games.
It sure wasn't.
I played a
but
lot of indie games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were cool.
Shout outs to Disco Bear, a hilarious game.
That was the best indie game there.
Yeah, dude, look up a trailer for I hope there's a trailer for that online. Look that up. That's so damn funny. But anyway, yes, thank you to Ryan. Thank you to you guys for listening. Thank you to E3 for putting on another great E3. I'm Alex.
On PokeKellz.
And I'm Ryan Tatum.
No way. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Ryan Frank Tatum.
Ryan Franklin-Heimer Tatum.
Later, man.